our rugby league and a little bit of EPL. Great Liverpool fan, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together, the live studio audience for Robbie Farah. Ladies and gentlemen, one of Lebanon's finest. Last World Cup, what did happen there in Warrington? I had you set off, Robbie. You were a trainer. What happened there?
Mate,
what did happen?
That was all your fault. So.
I know, I couldn't work out what was going on.
The trainer's been sent off here, and I went back in the sheds after the game, had all these texts. What did you say? The ref said it wasn't me, mate. It was Adam doing it.
There's not many people that can kick off a riot like Andrew Voss.
No, well, I couldn't work well on the other side of the ground. There was mass confusion, no sideline reporter to pass on what was on, and it just... Anyway, the optics of it. Robbie, you're out here at the golf day. How are you hitting them? Are you going to lie? Are you going to be truthful?
I'm not good. I'm a social golfer, so only these sorts of days come out and support Lee and Brydens and the Leukaemia Foundation, and I'm not much of a golfer.
So are you getting time to play golf, or are you too busy? What are you doing? What are you doing with yourself?
I'm actually quite busy, to be honest. I obviously finished up with the Tigers at the end of the season, and I've had a business 247, which luxury events and travel experiences. So we started about 7 years ago, where we predominantly were sports-based, taking clients over to Super Bowls, Formula Ones, those sorts of trips, which is quite fun, and sort of moved into a corporate space now where we're looking after a lot of corporates with their internal events, and still get to do the fun stuff. I'll be over in Vegas next year for the NRL.
Like a tough gig.
Yeah, very tough gig.
So you make sure that you're on those trips, do you? Like, are you always...
I couldn't be when I was coaching, so now we'll be back hosting. So we help people. I'm working for a company called Barclay Pearce Capital as well, so a private investment bank in the city, and we've just launched a fund called the Athlete's Journey, which is something I'm real passionate about, is making sure athletes are investing their money and looking after themselves. Obviously, a lot of athletes know what success looks like on the field. We want to make sure we're looking after their success off the field.
Well, that is much needed. Yeah. Much needed.
Now,
so
because
we help them make their money, and we help them spend it with 247 coming to our events. There you go.
Very clever. That's a nice slogan. Because you're here, let's not talk rugby league. Let's talk your other love, football, Liverpool Football Club. And yesterday we have this story about this referee and the shots after a game 2020 in Burnley where Jurgen Klopp had a crack. Could you believe what you're hearing? Like, man, he went...
And when you go back and look at his record...
The C word,
there's been some pretty big calls, not only as a referee against Liverpool, but also VAR when he's up in the box. Yeah. There's been some pretty crucial calls over the last few years, so it'd be pretty interesting to see what comes out of that.
It's not something that you talk about when I'm talking NRL referees. Like, you don't go... that referee used to be a supporter of this club, or he grew up in that area. You sort of don't really know. I don't know the background of our referees, really. Like
Grant Atkins gets a mention with Penrith, and people trot out stuff, but we've never even... In fact, but they're suddenly talking... So in the EPL, he's from Nottingham, so he can't referee a Nottingham game. He can't referee a Notts County game.
But I wonder... I don't think he'll referee a
I don't think he'll ever referee Liverpool. How could he turn up? So you've been to Anfield. What would happen the next time he turned up at Anfield?
I wouldn't walk out alive.
No. Look, he's done. He's cooked.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's cooked.
He's gone.
He's cooked. It's not just a suspension. He may as well find another job.
The integrity of a lot of other referees, doesn't it? So, and the integrity of the game.
As a part-time watcher of the EPL, and knowing that, and then thinking about the background of referees when they grow up as as diehards of a team. Yeah. But then they grow up hating particular clubs too, don't they? They would.
Well,
they would grow up,
especially over there,
and it would be so hard for a referee not to go with his natural instincts.
Well, we're looking at Parramatta.
And even if it's natural, it's a bit of unconscious bias, right?
Unconscious bias.
Yeah,
that's it.
So you're happy with Liverpool are travelling so far?
Get a bit of that.
Yeah. Probably. The EPL
I can say that now. I'm not coaching. So.
Liverpool and their progress so far this season. Excited by what's in promise?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League. There was a bit of a transition with Jurgen Klopp leaving at the end of the season, and there was a bit of uncertainty about Arne Slot, but he seems like he's come in and hit the ground running, so it's been really good.
All right, well, you better go over there and practice on the practice all part of your game. Probably
good to see you, Robbie. I'm not here to win, mate, so there'll be no practicing going on.
Thanks for coming in.
Great to see you.
Second of the Tigers Grand Final 2005 Stars. We've got Daniel Fitzhenry still to come on. We're working our way through. That's just the way it's landed. Good on you, Robbie. Thanks for supporting the Brydens Lawyers Golf Day and the Leukaemia Foundation.